Okay, it's supposed to be in order. Finance committee meeting, City of Dunbar, November 21st, 2022. First of all, we need the approval of the minutes from the last meeting, November 7th.
So moved.
No, there's a correction.
Got a correction?
There he is.
Sorry. On the second page, under new business, item B, I forgot to put the amount of the, membership to the Kanawha County Regional, or the Regional Intergovernmental Council, yeah.
Oh.
So it's $1,835.53.
835?
$1,835.53.
Thank you, I missed it. I read it. I didn't get you.
Anything else?
That's the only thing I could find.
So move as corrected.
The motion on the floor, and we approve this, the minutes with this addition, correction. I hear a second.
I second.
All in favor? Invoices.
Wow.
I remember, I can't ever remember seeing 31,000 come across. So this is good, this bad, because it's bad because none of the major utilities are involved in it. But we do have like AT&T is $1,500, Datamax $685, Frontier Communications $2145. We have Optima $748, which is Southern Legal Services $750. Salt, that's winter salt, $18,248. Rock, what the city, Donnie's been using on the alleys, $2,700, $2,500 for jail. That's a total of $29,335. Which means what? $2,000?
Yep.
So in that respect there, it's not so bad.
What? But I do have a question.
Sure, I could do
Why is the building inspector's phone bill so much higher than everybody else's? AT&T, where'd the mayor go? He utilized the last question he ran. Do you know by any chance, Colin?
No.
Okay.
Stacy, no?
On Frontier or AT&T?
AT&T
AT&T is our,
cell phones.
Yeah. I'll have to look into that. But I'll get back to you.
Because, yeah, all the rest of them are so close together, but
Yeah.
that one,
Unless he's on a separate plan, that's all.
Which one are you talking about?
the building inspector's
page
cell phone
7,
bill.
I think.
Oh, yes, 7, I'm sorry.
I come in 1,000.
That's police, isn't it?
Yeah, that's police.
Huh?
Oh, yes, it is, I'm sorry, yes.
Because that's how we power the MDTs in cars. That's how the MDTs in the cars
Okay,
get their service.
I'm sorry,
That's why
I
we
had-
have so-
I had the wrong line, my fault, okay,
At least you asked a good question, okay?
thank you.
Somebody's looking anyway. All right, any more questions?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we pass on to full, committee council, with the full council invoices totaling $31,073.88.
Do I hear a second?
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Moving on. Connie, sure.
I really don't have a whole lot to say.
Except we got money to buy.
Yep.
That's
and we're paying our bills.
right there, okay.
Yay.
Now, let's see, we won't have much coming in on the next council meeting, which is either, well, actually, next two council, December. December's a bad month coming in.
December's always a bad
January.
month, so we need to watch our purchases.
Yeah, right,
Wasn't in January when our B&Os was rolled in.
correct. And that's not until the second council meeting we see that.
Right.
Okay, everybody heard that. New business. Payment to Western Branch Diesel, that's fire truck.
Yep.
That's,
Is that a brand new built
1,700.
fire truck, don't we?
Two of them.
We got two fire trucks.
Yeah, this was a rescue truck that was just fixed, a few weeks ago, the turbo. We brought it back, and it is the, ERG valve, or I'm sorry, EGR valve, which kind of ties to the electrical, the guys went to run a call, had the pedal to the floor, and couldn't get it out of like second gear, like to the point they had to turn the lights off. Because it just wouldn't go, you could shut the truck off, fire it right back up, and it would run fine. So we took it back over there, and that's what they came up with. And these things go bad.
Oh, yeah.
This is just,
It's been since those trucks are over. Do they not run diagnostics on them and check
no,
everything?
he said they did. And part of the problem with, anything electrical like that, tied to the electrical system, is you can't get it to, you can't recreate the problem. It comes and goes.
And that was old enough that it doesn't have to bring it in to tell you what's going on with it.
No, wore out the spring a long time ago.
But
Make a motion that we pay Western Branch Diesel $1,744.06 for what number is a rescue truck?
581.
Send it on full council for approval.
Well, here's a second.
I'll say.
All in favor, say aye. You have a whole fleet of new trucks, you realize
I wish.
that? They're all being rebuilt. All right, the next on the agenda is the live scan, $11,000. This one goes, Chief,
Yes, sir.
you wanna talk about that one?
The LiveScan's fingerprint system, it's electronic. It does away with doing the ink and the fingerprint cards. It submits. We're one of the last agencies that does not have this machine. Applied for funding with the Public Safety Grant Committee in Kanawha County, and they awarded approximately right at about 22,000 for the machine. Machine's close to 33 and some change. So this is the remainder that we would need to be able to get it. This is a massive, right now we take fingerprints and we have to physically mail them in. We're one of the last ones that are still doing that. It is a big expense, but the machine lasts for a long, long time. Fingerprints go straight on it. They're directly to state police and the FBI. There's no middleman, so we get faster results. Everything comes back quicker. Like I said, the totals, it's less than $33,000 for the machine and 2 years of 100% maintenance service. And the Public Safety Committee granted me close to 22 for it.
Over here, there's pictures. There's
Yes.
one, looks like a stand-up one
Yes.
or a desktop.
The one with the cabinet is the one that we're getting,
Okay.
because it's more durable, it's sturdier, it's very user-friendly, and it's sturdier. We don't have to worry about something getting knocked off. Everything is attached to the cabinet.
Okay.
I'm 100% in favor of this, but I just have a couple of questions
Okay.
to see where we are.
I hope I can answer.
Do we have a dedicated, computer line?
Yeah, well,
Network line?
We have to run we already have a network line run back there for the intoximeter. We just have to run another line.
Does it have its own power source?
Or
Is it 110 or does it require more than 110?
no, we're ready to go back here.
Everything's ready to go. We don't have any.
Yeah, the only thing I have to do, I'll have to run a network cable from our router to the booking area.
Okay.
That's all it requires.
Okay, well, it's just a lot of things listed here. I just want to make sure we had everything in place or we were going to be able to get it in place.
I even have the location mapped out, how we're doing this and what I'm moving here and there.
Okay,
But we're ready to go as soon as we
get
go
the machine.
through this.
Okay, that's all I wanted. Thank you, sir. Appreciate
When
it.
do you think you get it?
It's about, they estimated 2 months, because it's built per department. Like it'll have to be built with, and there's training. All the officers will have to go through training, which they provide. All the officers will have to have, it's logins, passwords. It's a secure system where, you know, you have to be trained on how to use it, to be able to use it. But they told me when I placed the order that it was 2 to 3 months from go to being live.
But now there's another thing, it says that it has to have a secure direct line to the state police.
Yeah. That the
You
network
already
is a
have
VPN.
that?
Yeah, it's through a virtual private network, a
Okay.
VPN, kind of like our computer system currently has. Right.
Hubs and the routers and modems and all that stuff.
Yeah, we meet the requirement.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Of course, correct me if I'm wrong, but right now you're even having trouble getting paper fingerprint cards to take over there.
What pushed me to write this, to try to go after this, is I went to get the envelopes to mail the fingerprint cards in, because we were running out, and I was told that they stopped making them almost 5 years ago.
Oh,
Kind of said we're behind.
Well, just a little bit.
pretty good incentive, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I hear a motion on this one more than?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the $11,000 for the live scan unit for the police department.
Do I hear a second? All in favor? I'd like to take this 11,000 out of the CARES Act money.
Cheers.
Yes.
Okay,
All right, next on the agenda is approval of the Fire Pro XC Gear Keeper. Fire Chief,
Easy for you to say.
tell us something here.
The Fire Pro XC TIC is short for thermal imaging camera. In this amount here, we'll be getting 14 thermal cameras and 14, the gear keeper is a thing that hooks to our gear with a retractable lanyard, so we can grab the camera, pull it out, it'll retract. The camera itself is about the size of an iPhone. Everybody will have one. A few years ago, Chief Thornhill came to you guys for a new thermal camera. It was about $500 to $5,500, I believe. The technology is different in these two cameras, but the idea behind this, these cameras average out to about $500 a piece. The retractable lanyard is $30, so times that by 14, that's how you get that number. But if someone becomes disoriented in a fire, basically what this is, they did a study. If someone becomes disoriented, trapped, lost, 100% of the time, if they had a thermal imaging camera, they were able to save themselves. This kind of came about. Mr. Wolf here came out a few days while we were doing some training, saw the need for it, and I appreciate the work that he put into this. Because it's definitely needed for the guys.
And this thing hooks to their jacket, shirt, whatever.
The
They can
lanyard,
look directly down and see, where they can pull it out and see surrounding area. Is that correct?
yeah. The way this works, the camera, the lens is actually at the top, whereas most of what we have is sort of like this.
Right.
The lens in this camera is going to be at the top, so all they will have to do, because it'll hang, they'll pick it up, look down, and whichever way the top is facing is what they'll see on their screen.
Your delivery date is,
Well, I don't know with this week being Thanksgiving, but a few weeks ago I talked to him on a Monday and asked him if I ordered them today, when would I have them? And he said by Friday. So first thing in the morning, I'm going to call him, and
hopefully have them by the first of the year anyway.
I'm hoping to have my first next week.
Okay. And they will come in and train your people.
No, they won't train us on the use of these because thermal imaging training, it's a specialized training, but it's, all of our guys have a basic understanding. One of the videos I showed in the safety meeting that day, I have about 8 of those, specific to this camera, and each shift will go through that, and then we'll have some hands-on training where we black them out, put them in gear, crawl around, find a mannequin, that sort of thing.
So you go train yourself, but if you have any questions that are available.
Yeah.
Will they be, responsible for their own cameras all the time, the upkeep of them and the maintenance and all that? Will this be a take-home item?
No.
They'll stay at the station?
There's no reason for this to be.
Okay, I just wanted to know, so they'll be on chargers and stuff at the station?
Yeah.
Or do they operate off of just regular batteries?
No, the way I understand it is, each camera will come with some sort of USB,
Okay,
type of charger.
so they will stay at the station, yeah?
Yeah.
Big mark for each firefighter. Thank you, sir.
You showed us a docking station.
Yeah, there was,
We're all docking to
yeah.
399, I believe.
Yeah, there were a few $100s, but I didn't see the need to go there because when we have 2 guys at each station, the docking station was 4. So if they had a dual station, then I think that would be worth it. So you could charge 2 at the same time, but I didn't see a reason to buy a station that where you could charge 4 at the same time when you have 2 at each station, if that makes sense.
You can only buy them later if you need
Yeah.
them. Yeah. All right. Make any more questions?
Make a motion that we approve this purchase of Fire Pro XC thermal imaging camera and the gear keeper, $7,406 for the fire department, and send it on to the full council for approval.
Here's a second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, yeah, that's like that. Okay.
Yep.
Chairs too. Chairs too. The camera chairs.
Chairs
Chairs,
also.
yeah, both of them. All right, it's also on the agenda. Anybody got anything up here? Down there? Do you hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman, for good order, if there's no other city financial business, I move we adjourn this meeting.
Motion made and seconded. You're out. Is it even?